Today's random spot, we're looking at something significantly different from what you would normally expect on this channel. Today we're having a look at the Bug Assault Fire Your Fly Swatter. Ready. Unlike the other things I've reviewed, this actually is an adult-only. It is an adult-only toy, if you can really call it a toy. It's a gun for the pest hunter, shoots like a mini shotgun. Just reach over, as this package is quite large. It comes to us from the good folks at Skell Inc., a killer company. Warning, do not shoot in face or eyes. What it does, instead of using actually ammunition, from the conventional sense, it uses ordinary table salt. Uses ordinary table salt, there's no batteries required, 50 shots before reloading, pop-up sight indicator, will not splatter fly, and slide pump cocking. This is really, really neat. Of course, this is something that, once again, is once again for adults only. This is not something that you would want to be buying if you're of younger viewership. On the back of the package, indicating on the side here of how to load and operate the machinery. We zoom in here. Whoop, all the way up top there. It says how to use the gun. Open lid, pour salt in, close lid, holds 50 shots. Cock bat the pump handle, then push forward. Gun will not shoot unless pump handle is locked in the forward position. The pop-up sight will indicate you are locked and loaded. Release auto safety by releasing safety lever towards you. The gun is ready to shoot. Never leave gun in a cocked position. Down below. And warning once again, do not shoot in face or eyes. Some interesting fly facts for you? Absolutely. It says there are more than 120,000 species of flies worldwide. The housefly is the most common species, carrying over 100 different kinds of germ-causing diseases such as typhoid fever, dysentery, TB, bubonic plague, leprosy, to name a few. Household flies defecate every 4 to 5 minutes, spreading these diseases. Another charming characteristic, a fly will lay eggs on your food and vomit on it before feasting, but they are particularly attracted to pet waste. A female housefly will lay 3,000 eggs within its lifespan of 21 days. Fly larvae will hatch into maggots within 24 hours. The housefly's size depends on how well the maggot was fed. The bigger the maggot, the bigger the fly. Ooh, who feels like food now? Houseflies tend to stay within 1 to 2 miles of where they were born, but will travel up to 20 miles to find food. If a housefly spots a group of flies, he will join them, creating a gang of flies. A gang of flies. These disease-carrying gangs and their maggot counterparts must be exterminated at all costs. We, the people, must join forces to combat these disease-causing pests. Indeed. Interested in one of these yourself? I would hope so. You can go to www.bugassault.com. You can also follow them on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and other forms of media. Frequently asked questions, is the gun dangerous? On the side, let's zoom in together. Again, spot apologies for how big this box is on camera. Is the gun dangerous? Yes, if misused. Do not shoot anyone in the face or eyes. Treat it with respect like any firearm. It will not penetrate skin or damage furniture. What kind of salt does it use? Any ordinary granulated table salt. Will the salt splatter the bug? No, the bug will remain whole for easy cleanup. How much salt does the gun shoot? A pinch of salt. What is the accuracy range of the gun? Within 3 feet is ideal. Practice accuracy by shooting aluminum foil to see a salt spray pattern. How many shots before I need to reload? The gun will hold about 50 shots before reloading. Again, warning. Do not point the gun at anyone. Treat it as if a loaded firearm. Do not point the gun at family pets, yours or anyone else's. Treat it as a loaded firearm for use on pest insects only, not butterflies, praying mantises, or like our or the like are to be targeted with this device for use by responsible people only and 18 years of age or older. Having said that, Spot's going to zoom his camera all the way back. Having said that, what I am going to do is take a break. I know it's a little bit different than what we normally do on this channel, but we're going to have a look at the Bug Assault Fly Swatter gun. Don't go anywhere. There's definitely more to come. Stay tuned. And welcome back, guys. Spot's got his Bug Assault original salt gun in hand here. You can see it's incredibly large in size. I would say it's probably about the size of a Nerf gun. It's about the same weight as well. But I can't stress this enough. This is definitely something that you will not want to be playing with. Really only for adults in this case. I have taken the liberty of already filling the top chamber with salt to operate the gun, and I'm going to hopefully not make too much of a mess during the course of this review. But to operate the gun, what you're going to want to do is take the cock of the gun itself, take the cocking, and cock it back like so. And you'll see that there's a little lever, not a little lever, but a little sight that's popped up at the top there. You see that? Right up at the top there. This will be your sight if you want to be aiming for anything specific, like, oh, I don't know, maybe this up here, we'll get into that in a second. And then what you're going to do is bring this cock lever forward again. It is now loaded. It is now something that it is dangerous and you don't want to be playing around with. The sight, or the safety, you're going to want to make sure is forward. This safety is now off. And essentially, I'm just going to move the camera ever so slightly back. Way up at the top there, they were nice enough to include little stickers of larva. Don't kid yourself. That may look like a happy little larva, but that thing will kill you and everyone you ever care about. Right up there. Right up there. So, what we can do... you ever think you would see Spot ever reviewing something like this? But what you're going to want to do is aim the gun. Of course, be very careful, making sure no animals or anything are nearby. But what you're going to want to do is aim the gun, load it, of course, away from the eyes, and release the lever, and there is actually going to be a bit of a kickback. You're going to release the lever and... Oh, actually, sorry. Spot did one thing wrong. This you want to bring back. That's your safety unlock. There you go. Resuming where we've left off, you're going to aim the gun, aiming through the sight. I'm going to make sure I don't bang my camera either. You're going to aim the gun and fire it off, and it's going to have a bit of a kickback here. And as you can see, it shot an intense blast of salt at this poor defense... Well, it wasn't defenseless, but this poor defenseless little larva. Gotta say, it's really cool. It is an extremely cool... I'm actually feeling like as if I'm tasting all this salt. Maybe I've actually got some in my face, but definitely don't shoot this in your face. It is very cool, though. I mean, it is something that, you know what... Summertime with flies and everything being as what they are, and sometimes they get out of hand. If you're up at a cottage, or you know, you're somewhere away from other things, you know, and an adult is using this, then I would say, you know what, it's a neat way to get rid of some of the pests that plague us, you know, in the summer months. If you are interested, definitely in checking these out, I'm going to provide the link down below. These are very cool, but again, not to be considered necessarily as a toy. This is not something that you want to be running around playing with. But still very interesting nonetheless. Today's random spot, I'm not going to fire it off too much because I just don't want to get salt and everything all over the place here. But definitely it's got a lot of kick to it. Today we're having a look at the Bug Assault Original Salt Gun. Very, very cool. Now, if you could excuse me, I seem to recall somebody pestering my garbage. I think I'm going to go tend to that. I'll see you guys next time.
4,000 videos, now that's dedication. It's more than a video, that's a creation that he is making from experience. Here he is, you're curious of what his appearance is. Serious, yet he makes it fun to watch. A lot of reviewers are delirious, while some get props. When the demand is hot, the spot's not a man to flop. Respects the fans who watch, couldn't guess the next random spot. The Spot Army is now taking over. This is our spot. sitting on top. The Spot Army is now taking over. I bet you're confused. Check the reviews. The Spot Army is now taking over. This is our spot, sitting on top. The Spot Army